Wa alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
My question is, how many days of Eid should we celebrate? Please give reference from the Quran and Sunnah.
It's an issue of dispute. Some scholars say that this is a celebration that can only take place in the allocated days in the Sunnah. When the Prophet ﷺ came to Medina, in the hadith of Anas ibn Malik, he found that they celebrated on a particular day. So he asked, what is this? So they told him that this is a day that we used to celebrate in pre-Islamic era. And we continued to do so. So the Prophet prohibited that, alayhi salatu wasalam, and said, Allah has replaced you with 2 days better than that. The day of Eid al-Fitr, which is after Ramadan, and the day of Eid al-Adha, which is on the 10th of Dhul Hijjah, of the month of pilgrimage. Scholars added the 3 days of Ayyam al-Tashriq, which is the 11th, 12th, and the 13th, to the day of Eid al-Adha, because it's a day of celebration and feast and remembering Allah, and it's prohibited for normal people to fast them. So they included that. So they made those 4 days per year. This is the most authentic opinion. Some scholars expanded a bit. So they said that regarding the day of Eid of al-Fitr, which is the first day after Ramadan, it wouldn't be so bad if we make it 3 days, because 1 day would not be sufficient if we have the Eid prayer and the receptions, etc. So they added 2 days to it. And when we say celebration, usually the only thing that stands out is beating the duf. That's it. Other than that, eating and visiting people, and you can do that throughout the whole year. There's nothing wrong in that. But usually people ask about celebrating so that they would combine in their celebrations the nasheeds and the playing of the duf, and especially girls and women would like to dance and celebrate in their own way, which is lawful and no problem in that. But I'm inclined to restrict that, rather to be safe than sorry, to these 4 days, 1 day of Eid al-Fitr and the 4 days of Eid al-Adha. The total is 5, and Allah knows best. To recap on some of the issues that we have to adhere to, and that is there are a number of sunnahs that we do when it comes to Eid prayer, and this is a ritual that's an issue of dispute among scholars whether it's mandatory or highly recommended. Either way, it's something that the Prophet used to do, alayhi salatu wasalam, so we should keep on reviving the sunnah and doing it. So this ritual involves a lot of sunan, such as takbir. Since or after the sunset of the last day of Ramadan, we say takbir, and repeatedly saying it until the Eid prayer. We say Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahi alhamd, and keep repeating it and raising our voices. The whole community says the takbir in order to announce their jubilation and happiness with Eid. Before going to the Eid prayer, we eat dates to announce that we're not fasting, and we take it in odd numbers, 3, 5, 7. It's recommended to have a full ghusl, and this is a recommendation, and to wear the best of clothes when you go, and wear perfume. This is for men, of course. And to walk to the musalla if it's possible. If not, then to drive, but it's best to walk, and to switch ways. So the way you go to the musalla, when you come back, you change your route. And to express your happiness and to greet the Muslims by saying taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum, and to also take the whole family with you to the musalla to witness this event all of this is an indication of how beautiful and how important the Eid celebration is as a ritual, as a form of ibadah. We're not doing it as a cultural thing, rather because it is a form of ibadah.